I say we downtown, whipping on the way to you. You got something that belongs.
What it is, what it do. Welcome to another episode of T3MU TV. It's your boy Nero. You know when you see my face, I got a special guest. I got the bro in the building, the Harlem Globetrotter. I don't even know his real name, but I call him the Harlem Globetrotter at the Dorchester Y where we play at. This guy got major bounce. He's here to tell his story. You know, I seen him in the gym and we chopped it up and I'm like, yo, you gotta come through. So how you doing, my guy?
Yo, I'm doing good.
You doing good? Let the people know what's your real name.
Yo, my name is Joseph Bunce-Grenon. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be here to tell everyone about my story.
Bet my first question for you is, what made you start playing basketball?
What made me start playing basketball? Yeah, I just remember, when I was younger, my dad, I think he took me to the park one day.
Yeah.
This is when I was in Springfield. That's where I'm originally from. Springfield.
Okay, shout out to all the Springfield.
Yeah, you know,
Springfield people.
Basketball.
Yes, sir.
So I just remember we was at the basketball court down the street from my grandmother's house. I just remember watching him shoot the ball, and I was just so fascinated with it. And like I just remember ever since that day, I just been in love with the game.
Yeah.
Everything.
Who was your favorite player?
My favorite player, I guess, like you could say at that time it was Michael Jordan, because my parents had got me Michael Jordan sneakers and stuff like that.
Yeah, everybody had the Jordans, bro.
So it's like I remember it was one time I think we was probably watching Sports Center, and it was like a highlight about the Lakers.
Yeah.
This was like the late '90s, and it was like Kobe Bryant was on it. And then I just remember my dad saying, Kobe. He's like, yeah, man, we need Lakers.
Yeah.
So like, ever since then, I was like, all right, man, Lakers.
You running with the Lakers?
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so so your dad taught you the game, or did you learn it on your own, more like?
So like he didn't really teach me the game. So like I was adopted, so I was actually in the foster care system growing up.
Oh, really?
And stuff like that. So I traveled from house to house. So I want to say I didn't even think I'd ever play basketball. So like one of my foster homes that I stayed at, like we moved in the summertime. So they had a basketball hoop, and every day during the summertime, I want to say I was like 5 years old when we moved in. Like, I was just outside shooting around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like over the years,
shooting at the park or like inside the gym?
no, like outside, bro.
Outside your
in
crib?
the backyard.
Okay.
Just shooting.
Yeah.
I think I remember like when I was 7 years old. It was just one summer. I would go to like certain spots outside and just shoot. And like I got the muscle memory down, so after I learned how to make it there over and over again, I went to another spot and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I remember when I was mad, you know, like I was with my older foster cousins and stuff like that.
Yep.
And like they used to jump mad high trying to like tap the rim and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they was like 12, 13 years old, so they could touch it. And I was so mad that I couldn't touch it. I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. I was like, dang.
You wanted it so bad.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I was this close, and I was like I said, 6, 7 years old. So you know, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have no
You
bounce.
bounced, they pushed you, because Brody's bounce is crazy.
So,
Windmill's crazy. But did you play AAU or in any leagues?
yeah, so when I got adopted, I played in the little town league in Old Brook and stuff like that.
Okay.
So those were my first 3 years of playing organized basketball and stuff like that. And my adopted parents, when they first brought us in, they didn't even know that I liked basketball and stuff like that. So I was adopted with two other brothers.
Okay.
My older brother, him and I were on the same team, and we was like the Shaq and Kobe of the league.
Okay.
Basically the town.
He was the big man?
No, I was a big man.
Really?
Yeah,
you're taller than your brother?
Yeah, I'm taller than my
Okay.
older brother. So like, I was Shaq, he was Kobe. So like, they had the rims kind of low because they
Yo, was kids.
Yeah. So we won for the first 2 seasons. We won every single basketball. We won the championship and everything.
Really?
So
y'all went undefeated?
Yeah. So
okay, shouts out to y'all.
That was cool. But then I moved to Stoughton. That's when I started, becoming more into the game. That's when I started doing it.
That's when you said you would take it serious?
Yeah, I started taking
What
it
age?
serious.
What age would you say that was?
I want to say 12 years old.
Okay.
12, about to turn 13, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with this guy named Justin Kittredge in training with him. He's with this program called Shooting Touch. And at the time I met him, he was working with Reebok. So like we would do this thing called the Reebok preseason tune-up. We had the Reebok headquarters in Canton. So it was Wednesdays and Saturdays. Get it in, work out and all that stuff. That was a cool experience. And like I think that it just taught me how, get right,
Taught you how to work on your game.
Stuff like that. And just, taught me discipline, what it takes to be a great player and how to get to the next level and stuff like that. So, it was cool to be able to be a part of that when I was, coming up as a young hooper.
Facts. Okay, so where did you go to high school?
Oh yeah, like I said, I went to Stoughton High. And, when I started off on the freshman team.
Okay. I was gonna ask you, did you play varsity as a freshman?
Yeah, I did.
You should. You should have.
Like, so what is this? So when I was in 8th grade, I had bad grades. And like,
and Stoughton was a K through 12.
Yeah, it's K through 12. K through 12 in Stoughton. You talking about the high school? Nah, it's the high school.
Oh, they got two separate high schools.
Yes.
I mean, high school and middle school.
Yeah, there's middle school.
Or is it one big school with the middle school and high school?
Nah, middle school and high school is separate.
Okay.
So like I said, 8th grade I had bad grades. So there's these two other players, Marcus Middleton and Eric Kalinsky.
Heard of that?
There's the top players too as well on the team and stuff like that. So they was able to start on varsity. I thought I should have been with them, but like I said, I didn't put the work in school, so I missed out on my chance to be.
The crew was on varsity.
You know what I'm saying? But like
I was outside the window looking out, like, let me, I'm trying to play, bro.
But like I just remember like when I was on the freshman team, man, I used to be so mad because I know I'm supposed to be on varsity. And like they come to the games late and they be watching us. I'm like, damn, these things in here. Let me start, going
getting crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that just taught me a lesson, like just to take advantage of all the opportunities that I get and don't screw up anything. But like I think they had me on the freshman team just to see if I could lead a team and something like that and be like a main player. So I think. I passed, I ended up, skipping JV, going straight to varsity at the end of the season.
Okay.
The state tournament and stuff like that. And then my sophomore year, that's when, I really started. At first, going to my sophomore year, I didn't even think I was going to play a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because, when they brought me up, I didn't even play a lot. So,
I mean, you was a freshman at that time.
Yeah, so understandable, but man, I think that sophomore year, I really found my footing a little bit and stuff like that. But I think going to my junior year was hard because it wasn't hard. Like, it was pressure because I was about to be a captain. I was also dealing with like an ankle injury.
Okay.
And,
this happened before the season started?
Yeah. So like, I fractured.
Like your junior year?
Yeah. So like, I fractured my ankle like that year. And I just kept playing. I never really got checked out after I found out it was fractured. So like I had cartilage getting stuck in the back of my tendon in my ankle.
Damn.
So I had to get surgery for that. So like they cleaned that shit out. But that was like for my senior year, that's when they cleaned out. But for my junior year, I couldn't even run with the team in practice. So like I was basically out of shape that whole season.
You didn't play that whole season?
No, I played, but like I couldn't run.
It was a slow start.
Yeah, it was a slow start. Like I couldn't practice like the day after the game because of my ankle.
Okay, yep.
When they be running,
they plexical burst you.
Yeah, so like when they would be running right when the suicide and stuff. I have to go in the back riding bikes and stuff like that. I would do some push-ups. So that was like I had to figure out how to like, you know, be supportive of the team without being upset because I wasn't, you know, in the starting role or something like that.
And how would you say, not to cut you off, but how would you say that, how was that for you?
Like,
was it hard?
Nah, because, you know, I think I had a basketball coach. He's actually the high school, he's the high school coach at Randolph right now, Kalon Jenkins.
Okay,
and he was my first AAU coach who they state magic. Okay. I just remember we was at the national tournament in Kentucky, and I was mad because I wasn't playing in the game, and he came up to me, like after the game, like, man, I said, like, you know, I understand you're not playing, but, you know, there's other ways that you can be a part of the game and stuff like that. So, you know, like when I wasn't in the game, you know, just cheering for my teammates, you know, being upset on the bench, and, you know, just doing everything.
Being a good captain, because you said you got to see.
Doing everything I could do to, you know, help the team win, you know, get to wherever we wanted to go that season. Like that year was, I think, one of my favorite years playing basketball. I think that was one of the best teams I've ever played.
Your junior year?
Junior year, 2012. Like, we ended up going to the Garden.
Okay.
I'm playing there, we ended up losing bright, but like that team that we had together was just so close and stuff like that. Like,
it was the Cinderella story.
Yeah, it had a team that never be issues and stuff. I enjoyed that.
How much did y'all lose to Brighton by?
Bro, I'm not sure. I don't even remember this.
I got some Brodies over there.
Yeah, man. I heard.
Malik James, Davon, Killers, both get Nick. Can't forget Nick. You know, that team was good. So, y'all, I wish I was at that game to I was stubborn back then. It was like, I'm not in it, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, how was it playing with Aaron?
Aaron. It was fun. It was really fun.
Did you know he was that special early on?
Yeah, I remember it was how can I say this? We was playing the travel game. I think it was like the second, third game of the season. And I think. Like,
what grade was this?
This was 6th grade. This was when we first met each other, 6th grade on the travel team and stuff like that. Because like where I was coming from, I was the best player in town. So just seeing what level he was on, I was like, damn, compete with this dude and stuff like that. But he did like he took the ball bar around his back for a layup and stuff like that in the game. I was like at that age, I've never seen him before. I was like, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? But like he was always like playing at a higher level than like everyone was playing with, like, you know. But he was also like an unselfish player.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, I used to get upset with him because I felt like
he should have
ball
took
too much.
Yeah. But he is a point guard.
Yeah, I know, but it's like at times I felt like he should have been scoring, but like, nah, man, it's cool to see Eddie do his thing. You know, take it to, you know, where he's taking it to, man. He's a really great player. And I think shout out to Aaron too. Shout out to Aaron, man. He got to be playing the TBT tournament.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I'm trying to actually get
it. And we got to get you up here, Aaron, man. Tell your story. But did you and the coach get along?
Oh, me and Coach Galvin?
Yeah,
we got along. We didn't have no issues with each other. He's actually really, I thought he was a good coach and stuff like that. You know, I really didn't have no problem with any of the coaches I played for. Actually, I wouldn't say, I didn't have any problem with any of the coaches, but, you know, there's certain coaches I definitely like more than others.
Yeah, okay. And so what was your favorite high school game?
Yo, man, I got a few, but I think one of my favorites probably would be we had a quadruple overtime game against Easton. It was a rival, it was all great games, and like, anytime we played Easton, like the crowd
went crazy.
It was crazy, man. Everyone going live, they saying the craziest things to us. They not disrespectful. No one like. They
just turned up.
Yeah, bro. But that's what it's like to play in the Hockomock. I'm not sure if the Hockomock league is still like that, but I just remember we was just going back and forth. We was also exhausted playing in the game. I just remember in the fourth overtime, I felt like my calf muscles cramping up and stuff like that. Yeah, I was like, if we don't win this game, bro, I can't play no more. Yeah. But I just remember that game. We ran like a 1-4 low. This dude ate me crazy, bro.
Damn.
Crazy, man. that was a good game, great game. Like that's when I think that was one of the first games I got clutch minutes and, you know, was able to be in that type of atmosphere. Like, you know, it was fun. That shit was amazing.
And you had your bounce in high school.
Yeah, I had.
So they had some. Did they have some alley plays for you?
Yeah, so we had this play called Mix, and I remember the first few times we tried it. It took a while for us to get it down, but after a while, man, I was really catching. I think my senior year, I was catching that, you know, a few times and stuff like that. But yeah, man,
throwing it down, huh?
Yeah, like
your bounce is ridiculous.
Yo, I had a scout come to my game, first game of my senior year.
D1 scout?
Nah, D3.
Okay. What school, you remember?
I went to Regis College.
Wait, that was the school that came to see you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I caught it. I think the only like Division I school that looked at me was like Lafayette, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not even sure what that
And what happened with that?
I think, to be honest with you, like I wasn't even sure about like the college process and how that even worked. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like how I started with playing basketball and stuff like that. And you know, my parents, they really didn't know anything about basketball, and I was kind of naive about how everything worked in the world, just coming out of foster care and stuff like that. It's just that like I never had aspirations of playing college basketball. So
really,
yeah, you know, I was just doing it because
you loved it.
Yeah,
it was just fun.
Like
you didn't really have the A dream or I wanna. You just was playing.
I played this game of basketball because I loved it. I really didn't get into it to, you know, get the money or anything like that. You know, I just do it because, you know, I enjoy playing it. You know, I love it. It makes me happy. And, you know, if I'm able to get paid off for doing it, it's a plus. But, like, just like what the game does, brings people together and stuff like that. You know, it's a fun game.
Facts. It definitely is.
Play basketball, people.
Yes, sir. Play basketball, man. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? When I have a kid, man, he definitely gonna play basketball.
One thing, you know, I think one thing a lot of people say, use the game, don't let the
game use you. Facts, bro.
Key. The game take you places.
Facts. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Like, I think, and another thing too, like, I think people say, like, if you don't make it to the NBA, like, you failure. Not even a failure, but, like, you know, you basketball dream, like, even, like, going overseas, but, like, basketball is such a big-ass sport that, like, you can do something.
There's many jobs in it besides bouncing the ball and playing and being on the court.
Yeah.
Many jobs. You just gotta find which one that's for you or the one you really love that's gonna pull it out of you. You know what I'm saying? So you did have so you had one college offer. I was gonna ask you, was you getting any college offers out of high school?
Nah. So like my grade was freaking horrible. Like I said, it's not that like I was a bad student or anything. Like I feel I comprehended everything. You know, I just felt like, you know, everyone learns differently and stuff like that. But I didn't really do any of my work when I was supposed to. I feel like if I do more of my work, I probably would have better grades. I just didn't do any of it. But you know, when it was time to, you know, get into college and stuff like that, that's when I really turned it up and everything like that. But school person.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I feel you, bro. I wasn't a school guy neither, bro.
But you know, like, it's not that I'm not a school guy. I love learning, love education and stuff like that. You know, I love, you know, getting as much knowledge as I can about things. But it's just like, you know, making me learn about things I'm not interested in. Like, that's not it, you know. But you know, I think when I went to college, I was a communications major. And everything that, you know, I do with my job right now is, you know, basically the thing I learn in school. So it's not like I'm not applying the things I learned in college to my everyday life. So yeah.
And you end up going to Regis?
Yeah, I went to Regis College, man.
Okay.
I went there for like, I want to say 2.5 years. I played on the basketball team my freshman year.
Okay.
I didn't play at all. I think I averaged like 0.7 minutes a game, bro.
Damn.
I played, but you know.
Was it something with you and the coach?
Nah, it wasn't anything with me and the coach. Like when I started playing basketball, like, you know, like you said, I got all this bounce and stuff like that. So with the coaches that I had coming up, they had me playing the big man.
Yeah.
Like that.
When they should have been using you as a 2-3.
Yeah. So like,
was you a good shooter though?
No, so like I said, Justin Kitteridge from Shooting Touch, he taught me how to shoot.
Okay.
He kind of gave me
shout out to Justin, man.
the mechanics and the blueprints of how to become a shooter.
Cause you be slapping in the gym. I thought you always had that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You fooled me. I thought you always had
I
that.
had to learn how to shoot, bro. And yo, thank you for saying that, bro.
For real, bro.
Never heard that.
Bro, I done seen you come down, hit like 3-4 in a row, and I'm like, yo, bro. Like, what are we gonna do with him?
Like, yeah, there was nothing wrong with me and the coach. They wanted me to play the point guard. I never played a guard before and stuff like that in college. So.
Oh, they wanted you to play point guard, and you never played it.
Yeah, so it's like.
But did they recruited you?
Yeah, they recruited me. They saw me at a showcase on YouTube for like players who didn't have.
And did they tell you like, yo, we're gonna try to mold you into the, you know?
Yeah, so like after
point guard.
They didn't tell me. Like I kind of found out. I remember
You figuring it out as practice going on.
We as a, you know how like, you know, people tell you, yo, if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask a question.
Fact.
Yo, I remember talking to this, asking the coach a question. I was like, yo, coach, man, they were saying I'm doing this right here. Yo, how am I supposed to? He just looked at me, figure it out. I'm like, is you coaching right now?
Word.
But like, nah, other than that, like, he just had his own way of coaching. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ended up winning the championship at the school.
At Regis?
Yeah.
When you left?
Yeah, when I left. They wanted me to be a point guard, but like we had at the end of my freshman year, we had a meeting and stuff like that. He said he was trying to have me be like a J.R. Smith type of player. You know what I'm saying? You know, athletic slash shooting wide open shots.
Something you are now.
Yeah, so
I want to let the people know that that's what he is now. That's what he is now.
I never ended up playing basketball my sophomore year. I was dealing with a lot of personal issues that I had to take care of off the court. I was like my last year playing like organized basketball on the team, something like that. I think, you know.
And you played
like competitively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
You played what, 2 years there?
Oh no, 1 year.
Okay.
So year. Like I was working out with the team like my sophomore year. I tried to come back like for my junior year, but it just didn't work out. I remember when I went back to my coach like my junior year, I was like, oh man, I'm trying to get back on the team, blah blah blah. And he's like, you know, honestly, Joe, I really don't think you were able to understand the offense and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or you know the game plan, but.
Did you?
Nah, it's not that. I really don't think I got a chance to, you know, show what I had, because I just remember every opportunity I got to play in the game, you know, I got me a bucket off the stuff that he was telling us to run, so I'm pretty sure I understood it pretty well. Yeah. It's just that, you know.
They didn't give you time.
That time, you know, give me the opportunity to show them what I could do in the game, but also too on my end, you know, I didn't take care of the business I had to take care of, you know, in terms of in the classroom and stuff like that, you know, off the court and things I should have been working on. I know in college, you know, I think because I'm so athletic, I went in there thinking I didn't have to put in as much effort as sometimes. So it's like, I got
D3 has a stigma of like, when people be like, yo, it's a shitty league, or it's like, it's easy, so your mindset going in.
That's what I was like.
You be like, it's easy, because I ain't gonna lie, I went to Newberry College and I thought it was easy. Like, my mindset was like easy, and when I got in there, dudes busted my ass. Like,
and another thing too, because like, I thought it was gonna be easy, because like, you know, I pull up to open gym with these dudes, I'm busting ass. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easy. You feel what I'm saying? But then, you know, they run a certain system. We was running, I think, Kansas system and stuff like that.
Okay.
And at first, it took a while for me to understand, but like towards the middle of the season, I understood.
You got it right.
Yeah, but like, it's just like trying to figure out like that whole, like deciphering that system was a struggle, bro. So it's like, I wish I put more effort in the basketball aspect, because you know, thinking about what could have been. You feel what I'm saying? But like, like I said, also athletic. I feel like I didn't need to work as hard as everyone else, because like you said, you seen how I jump.
Yeah, you jump out of the gym. You know what I'm saying? But so you didn't. So how would you say your college basketball experience was? If you could wrap
It was one of those experiences like where like you don't like basketball anymore. You stop playing the game. You know what I'm saying? You start trying to do other things. You trying to find. You know, I wouldn't say I feel like after that I didn't play basketball. So I think that was like my first year never touched basketball. So.
Was it after your sophomore year?
Yeah, it was after my freshman year.
Okay.
So like, what is it?
Like you wasn't playing basketball at all?
Yeah, like I go play basketball every now and then, but it wasn't something like I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like
it wasn't no love or passion.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like having to find that passion back. But I think this is what made me start playing basketball again. Cause I guess I was depressed when I wasn't playing. And like at that time, like, mental health wasn't really that big and stuff like that. So I think my dad tried to say I was depressed. I was like,
you was trying to wave it off.
You feel what I'm saying? Cause like naturally, when people meet me, they see me as a happy person.
You were fast.
Just positive, but like my mom passed away when I was like 11 years old.
Sorry for that.
I think because I was already playing basketball, I used basketball as like a coping mechanism to like not have the feeling of that shit. So when I wasn't playing, like that shit hit me. So like having to like figure out life without basketball and stuff.
It's hard.
Figuring out other things that I like because one day basketball I won't be there. I'm not figure out some other shit. So it's just like
it came too early.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So
I went through the same thing.
So it's just like learning who you are all over again without it, and just like
without the sport of basketball being like, so heavily involved.
And just like turning it into something, like turning your passion into something. So like I wanted to play basketball. So like this is why I wanted to start playing basketball. Like I said, I'm adopted. So what is it? I'm 20 years old at this time. I'm 20? Yeah, I'm 20 years old. Like, I ended up meeting my sister all over again at like Six Flags, my biological sister.
By an accident, or was it?
Yo, so I just remember I was in my adopted parents' like rooms. My
bad,
That's
bro.
all good play.
My bad, bro.
And like, I saw a paper with my sister's name on it, and her number, so I ended up calling her. At first, like she didn't answer. Texting somebody.
Nah, go ahead. My fault. He hitting me while I'm, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Well, like she didn't answer the first time, so at first I didn't think it was her number. Like, I was in Springfield one day at Six Flags, I ended up calling her. It ended up being her, so I reconnected with her, and like. After I reconnected with her, I reconnected with my biological family. So a year later, I ended up like hooking up with my actual father, my biological father. And like, I remember the first thing he said to me. We hadn't seen each other in like 17 years. He's like, man, look at you. He's like, I knew you was gonna be something, man. You ain't got no trouble, man. Man, keep following your dreams, man. And like at that time in my life, I wasn't playing no basketball. Like I had met my new siblings, not my new siblings.
So your pops came. So your pops came in. It was your sisters, right?
Yeah, my pops came, my sisters. So that kind of like just motivated me to like just want to keep moving again. Start all over again. Try to see where I can take these basketball things. So I try to go back to Regis College and go through that and try to play basketball again. But, that just didn't end up working. So I just remember, my high school teammate, Antonio Pereira, he told me about this dude named True. And he played high school basketball on time. He had like crazy ass bounce. He was one of the first dudes I met that had more bounce than me.
For real?
Yeah.
Shout out to, what's his name?
His name's True. I forget his last name. But
shout out to True.
He's the ultimate talented.
All we gotta know is he's the truth.
So, like he was the one who put me on to like the professional dunking thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, like he was the one who told me about it. he got in contact.
And this is a little bit after Regis, right?
Yeah, this is like right after I
What would you say, like a year?
Yo, this was it was less than a year. Like, so I dropped out of there like right before the second semester started in January. I just remember I went with my dad that I got adopted by took me out to dinner. I just remember him sitting me down after I dropped out and said, I'm gonna find something that you're good at.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Just trying to like get me ready for, whatever I was about to do, And I just remember like the only thing I could think of, bro, at that time, bro, it was like when I look back on it and think that all these things like the craziest moment. Because like especially how everything is now. Like the only thing I knew I was good at was jumping man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just remember I seen some Steve Harvey not documentary. It was like some little interview video that he had on Facebook, and it's like everyone gotta get it. You just gotta use it. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts,
so
bro.
after having that conversation with my dad, and then being on Facebook scrolling, and so then like after that, I put on a documentary called The Secret about the law of attraction and stuff like that. I just remember watching that day. It just says like whatever you want in the universe, bring it to you. Just be positive, keep working towards it. So I just try to adopt that little strategy to my everyday life.
Yeah.
So after that, me and this dude True, we have dunk sets and stuff like that. He told me about this dude named Daniel O'Keefe. He's from Haverhill, but he lives in New Hampshire now.
Yeah.
And he had this little tour called the Inspirational Hoops Tour. He would call it I Keep It Local.
Yeah.
So like the little whatever you call it, the name was I Kill. And he would travel around like the states and like Florida
and just ball.
Yeah, it's kind of like a street ball thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like an N1 type of thing, but it just wasn't it. So like that was my first professional dunking thing.
Okay.
And when I did that, man.
Was you nervous when you first did it?
Yeah, I was nervous, but like it was also one of those things was like I was in my element and like I should be alright. But like I was with a professional dunker that I had seen on YouTube that I would watch almost every day.
Yeah.
His name was like Justin Darlington. He's from Canada. So like I guess he had known that Daniel O'Keefe handles. And like I was starstruck. To me, like one of the dudes I've been watching.
Right, he's like one of the best dunkers?
Yeah, he was one of the best dunkers at the time.
Did you see him do some crazy stuff?
Oh yeah, bro. Like he was going underneath the butt, like doing like just to be able to see that, cause like how like in terms of like the professional dunking thing, like it happened faster than I thought it was gonna happen, and like in terms of doing it, I didn't think it was gonna. Having that fast, I thought it was gonna take like a few years, like right when I, decided I was gonna do it. Like a couple months later, I was connected with someone who could put me on. So like after I did that little tour and stuff like that, I think we did like about 3 events, and I got paid $100. I remember I was leaving, we about to go home. He's like, "Oh man," just slipped me like $100 bill. I was like, "This is it?" I was like, so like that was like my first like time in dunking. So like after that, I think True, he had told me about a TV show he'd been on called The Dunk King. He was on season 1. So like I just remember I like applied to it like after he told me about it, not thinking they was gonna do a second season, but like I applied, I told him about my life story and stuff like that. So I think that summer I had just, gotten a job at Best Buy.
Okay.
I'm working there, I'm doing the training in the back on the computer and stuff like that. And I started getting this call from a Californian phone number and stuff like that.
And you like, oh,
I'm like, nah, at first I kept ignoring it. I was like, I don't know nobody from
For
California.
real?
So
Did they leave a message?
Yeah, they left a message, so I ended up picking it up. I was like, yo, hello. So it was like the producers from Ninja Warrior, but like with GP and stuff like that. So they was telling me about the show. I guess like At first, they didn't even want me because I was a dunker. They wanted me because of my freaking life story and how sad it was. I was like, alright, I just want a solid story. I was like, damn,
yeah,
so,
you're killing it.
Yo, they brought me on. At first, like, I didn't think I belonged to be on the show. It was with the top 24 dunkers in the world. So like that season, they actually got all the top 24 dunkers in the world and stuff like that.
So you was one of the top 24 dunkers?
Yeah, well, me personally, I didn't see myself as the top 24 dunkers in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity because I was competing with those dudes, some of the best in the world to do it. Some of them, like one of my best friends I met, his name's one foot guy, Jordan Sutherland. Like we ended
His name is what?
Jordan Sutherland, but
Okay.
like on Instagram he calls himself the 1 foot guy.
Okay.
I met him at Dunk King, and we ended up playing together on the Harlem Wizards. We just became best friends, but just to be able to watch these dudes up close after watching on YouTube for so many years. So it just I want to say I was starstruck. It was like
chill. You get chills in your body.
You know what I'm saying? And I almost
special.
You feel what I'm saying? It was just like the dudes, bro. It was just amazing, bro. I love that experience, bro. I remember one of the dudes, Chris Staples, using the practice court, and I just remember seeing him do a 360 between the legs, right? And then we talking about it. I'm like, yo, you can do a 360 between the legs? He's like, yeah. He's like, how many hands? Like, 2 hands. Like, nigga went and did that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So just seeing how hard they would go, and how many reps they would go. You feel what I'm saying? Even doing dunk session with this dude Jordan, bro. To be a dunker, bro, that shit's hard.
Nah, I believe it. And I've never touched the rim.
Bro.
Never touched the rim.
It's hard. But I can teach you, bro.
Yeah.
You want some lessons?
Yeah, bro, I might have to get into it because I'm trying to get my body in shape.
Yeah.
I've been running every day. I'm trying to. Summertime make you want to work out. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. You gotta take your shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta wear t-shirts and you're not comfortable. You gotta keep it right.
Shit. Bro. Facts. I feel you sometimes. I'm trying to get right. Yeah.
So how did you get into
show basketball?
So how did you get into show basketball, like entertainment?
When I did the Dunk King TV show, so after I filmed the Dunk King TV show, I was ready, bro. I filmed it. It hadn't even aired yet. I was going to the gym every day, man. Every day. I told my dad I got a job at the mall, but I didn't have a job at the mall. I would just take the car from 9 o'clock. I made it seem like I had a 9 to 5. So I would go to the gym at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Go play basketball, do whatever the hell I had to do, right? Come home at 5, make it seem like I was coming home from work. And then one of my friends, bro, if I worked out with him, he had this little buddy pass, so we can go to the gym. It was a 24/7, 24-hour family fitness in Stoughton. So I want to say around 9, 10 o'clock, we go back to the gym, and that's when I'll get my cardio. So in the morning time, I was practicing just dunks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or doing tricks and shit. And then at night, I'm fucking doing the cardio, running up and down the court. So I'm doing that.
Getting busy.
Yeah, so just working on my dunks. So in January, I had an event with Team Flight Brothers.
Okay.
And Team Flight Brothers ran by this dude named Chuck Loma, I think that's what his last name. People know him as especially in the dunk community. He calls himself. He works with the NBA for all the NBA dunk contests and stuff like that. So I remember I had broken my hand right after Christmas. So right before I had to do this event for him, I went to the doctors and I found out that my hand was broken. It was my dunking hand too, so I was like, damn.
Your right hand?
Yeah, so I was like...
Was it a thumb, pinky?
It was right here. The pinky side.
But did it swell up on you?
Yeah, it was crazy because I couldn't shoot a basketball. But I was still trying to go to the gym, trying to shoot. I remember I shot it and it hurt so bad. I was playing basketball with my left hand. So
Jeez.
Just...
How long did it have you out for?
I should have been on for like. I think like I just stopped playing basketball for like a couple of weeks, like I wouldn't say 3 weeks, but then I went back to the gym, like, and I pulled my groin, like right after my hand got right, I pulled my groin, so I couldn't practice anymore. So I was on my ass for like another couple of months, and I really fucked my shit up. And,
was it stressful for you?
Yo, it was stressful because around this time I had just found out that my dad was diagnosed with like cancer.
Oh, man.
And like I didn't have no job, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I felt like I wasn't helping them enough the way that I should. So the only thing I was doing at the time was playing basketball because like I said, I hadn't been playing basketball for years. But you know how I was telling you I was going to the gym every day and stuff like that. I remember one time I was at the gym, bro. I was just shooting free throws, and like a tear came down my eye. Cause like, for some reason that day I felt like, you know, whatever I was doing in the gym that day was gonna lead to something else, and like I felt some shit coming. So like, a couple months later, you know, after the Dunk King show airs, I hit up one of the dudes that I filmed a TV show, Space Jam. He was on the Harlem Wizards. They had a tryout. So like, we went for the tryout. Like, I had played basketball for months, and my leg is still messed up. Like around that time, I was just learning how to dunk all over again.
Really?
Yeah.
And I know that was a process.
Bro, yeah.
Because once you do something once, it's harder to get it back.
Yeah, like.
So
bro,
I know that was hard for you.
Yeah, it was hard because like when I pulled my groin, I had to learn how to play basketball differently because I didn't have that athleticism for so long. So like just learning how to jump a different way, because before, you know, you only see me jump off 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
Before I had like a 1 foot bounce. Before I messed up
okay.
I had a little bit of 1 foot, but before I pulled it, like it kind of just went away.
Made you
know
do
what
the
I'm
2
saying?
foot.
So like, yo, if you met me before I pulled my groin, you would have seen how different my bounce was. Like it's still different now.
It's still tough now, but back then you was probably going crazy.
Yeah, but like he just taught me how to take better care of my body, stretch more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like after that, I got with the Harlem Wizards. They said it was a bad try, but they wanted to give me a chance. So like they ended up giving me a chance, and that we started off with September 2017. I was on a part-time unit.
Okay.
And like to be honest, like at first I had a job. I was a direct support professional working with mentally disabled adults, and
okay.
I went there for training camp with the Wizards, did my thing, came back. I was like, yo, listen, because I told them what I was about to do, and they said to me, they're like, yo, we can't have you working here and coming here at the same time. Like bro, listen, they appreciate the fact that you got, you know, something, not to say like I was something special at that time, but you need to come back and forth and helping you guys out, because y'all saying y'all need help. Now I'm telling y'all,
I'm here if I can be.
Yeah, if I can be here, you feel what I'm saying? I know I can't work the full schedule for y'all, but I'll do what I can. So they said no, so I was like, damn, bro. So like I was on a part-time unit, so some days like I was chilling all day until like they needed me to go, you know, play a game, do some like type of visit, talk to the kids at the school. Like I remember when I first got on the team, they would have me working in the office, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like boxing shit up and same shit. But then like, you know, as the season went on and stuff, like they seen what my value was, and they said, like,
you had to earn it.
Yeah, I just remember them saying like you went from like to them not really knowing if they wanted me to be like one of the most valuable pieces within like, you know, the company. So like that was just cool to hear. And so like, hey, you know, every year, you know, playing with them, you know, I just try to earn my stripes and just upped up, you know, the production level. Just try to learn more things about the company and business and just doing more. You know, I think, you know, as the years went on, I just learned how to be a professional.
Facts.
And the things that I do and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm still learning, but I think around my third season, and that's when the pandemic happened. Like I was getting bored with it.
Okay.
You know, so it's like going through the motions. Like, and another thing too is because I was away from it, and Couldn't see my friends. You know, you looking at social media, seeing your friends.
So being on the road and doing like city to city, it has its perks.
Yeah, it has like you get to see meet a lot of great people, make a lot of great connections and stuff like that.
So what would you say you love about it? Well, what would you say you love about it, and what would you say you don't like about it?
Yo, what I love. So like with the Harlem Wizards, that's like the team that I play for.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my full-time job. So like with them, like we don't be going to the big cities. Like every once in a while we'll be like close enough to where we're in a big city. Most of the time we be in like these small communities or like these wealthy communities and stuff like that. So we do the community from.
Alright. So what did you like and what you didn't like? Well, like being on the road.
What I liked about being on the road was like the many people you got to meet, and going to different parts of the country and seeing how they acted, the different cultures that they got over there. Not to say like it's America that act like it's a different country, but different areas. They act.
When you go to LA, it's different from Boston.
You feel what I'm saying? Just to see how they interact with each other and stuff like that, with the lifestyles, like what certain people do for fun and stuff like that. But like one thing,
you don't like?
Yeah, one thing I don't like is like this is the schedule sometimes. Like,
is it crazy? It's just too
like sometimes like I'm a human being, and like to play like Duncan's fine. So like the NBA players play back to backs. You feel what I'm saying? Or like they do play back to backs, but like I think on the tours I played like 10 straight games. You feel what I'm saying? And like I got through it, but like I remember the last game I could hardly jump it. Like we don't have like any medical staff. So say something did happen, you feel what I'm saying? Like just to,
y'all don't have a medical staff?
Yeah, so
y'all gotta go straight to the hospital?
If something like severely bad really did happen, you feel what I'm saying? I just remember like, this one game like I broke my ankle. I just had to thug it out. And another thing was like I was like the main dunker on my team. You feel what I'm saying? So like it's one of those things like if you ain't got the dunker, like the show might not really work how you expected it to happen. So we kind of like a big part of the show in a sense with the entertainment. But like another thing like that I don't really like or that I notice is like when I first started doing it, like, I didn't really pay attention to it as much. Like, my second or third year, we wasn't going to communities with minorities and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
So like, it kind of did something to me, like internally, you feel what I'm saying? You know how I was telling you earlier, like I kind of didn't like it anymore. And I didn't, want to do it. Yeah. Because like, I just felt like, I was selling my soul because we'd be going to all these, neighborhoods, predominantly, white communities, stuff like that. So it's like,
they got it all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm not really saying, but putting things in perspective, it's a business and stuff like that. That's how we get paid. People want, like that stuff. We just go to where the money's at. Yeah. No disrespect to the minority community.
Or the innocent.
But it just is like it was just hard because like. Spreading knowledge, some type of inspirational things. Like, not every day they get to meet, like a professional athlete and stuff like that. And like, I feel like, I'm not like a, well-known professional, but I do something at a high level that, they probably want to get inspired to do someday. So just to like, be that role model figure in the community. Keep doing whatever they're trying to do in life. I always try to tell, whenever I go to schools and talk, they ain't gotta be a freaking athlete.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking athlete. You know what I'm saying? You can get right on here on TV.
Yeah, I know, man.
You get a little crazy.
I be saying, like, they can be whatever the hell they want to be and stuff like that. But, yeah, man, I just wish, we
y'all do soon.
Yeah, well, I'll figure something out.
You'll figure, you might be the lead person to do that. So, what's your plans for the summer?
My plans for the summer? Well, after this July, summer tour, I want to take like 2 weeks off from like playing basketball.
Yeah.
Chill with my girlfriend, hang out with her, spend some time with her.
Spend some time, yes, sir.
But then like I kind of want to start. I've never worked out before. Like I'll go to the gym, shoot around, like stay in shape. I haven't worked out.
In the
trained. Yeah, in the gym.
We should get together, man, and do something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once a week.
Yeah, like
get it in. I know you a little bit more serious than me, but I'm gonna put in some work. But maybe we can get it in maybe a Monday.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely with that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's one thing. Like I've never done so many. With all the natural abilities I got already. So say if I put that with shit, yeah, especially where I could take it with this dunk thing. Like I know like eventually I'm gonna grow out this wisdom stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So like right now,
hopefully lead you on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, so I'm in that process of preparing myself to take that next step. But a lot of people, not the same thing don't work for
everyone. You taking it at your own pace?
Yeah, I'm taking it at my own pace. And you guys see like I came up in it at a good time when I made the right connections. So like all I gotta do is say this, that.
Keep doing what you
you feel what I'm saying? Like you got me on Instagram. I don't gotta post.
What's your Instagram for the people that don't know?
Yo, my Instagram is JD18412.
Yep.
Yeah, so
follow him, bro. Professional dunker. Get it done.
But yeah, like I don't really have to, sell my soul on Instagram, post something every day.
Yo, bro, I had that same problem. Like it's hard for me to just post.
And I used to be like that. Try to post something for people. People like, I was like, yo, fuck them people, man.
Yeah.
Like as long as I like the shit, I'm posting it. But it's like some people like, but like eventually I want that. You feel what I'm saying? Just to be recognized on that level that I am that good.
Yeah.
I can do that. But it's just like setting myself up properly. So like when I do get to little pinnacles, I plan on reaching. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like a system. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just multiple streams of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I ain't gotta worry about not being busy.
Fact.
So it's just that taking advantage of the opportunities, like when the pandemic happened, and like niggas couldn't do this shit for like 2 years, bro. Like
drove you crazy.
Yo, it did drive me crazy and shit, but it put in perspective of like how much I do enjoy the shit that I do. And even like with all the shit that I don't like about it, I love entertaining and being an entertainer. Like no matter how shy, like laid back, I try to be like. When them lights come on, and like in terms of entertaining, like I'll entertain the shit out.
You ready?
You feel what I'm saying?
Ready for it.
Like, but yeah, man, it's just like just taking advantage of that shit's opening up.
Facts.
I can get back to my life, like, and taking full advantage of this basketball opportunity that I still have. I'm 27 years old right now. I'm still able to play basketball, bro. Like, not everyone gets to have these opportunities. Like, and I do it dunking, man. So it's a blessing that I'm still able to love the game, and I just wanted to be close to the game still. So that's why I do this shit, man.
And I got 2 more questions for you. Who's your favorite dunker of all time?
My favorite dunker of all time. Damn, son.
Could I take a guess?
Yeah,
VC. Vince Carter.
Yo, Vince Carter, he's, I wouldn't say he's my favorite, man. Like,
you would say he's your favorite?
I wouldn't say he's my favorite dunker, man. Like, he's definitely he's a great dunker, man. Mm-hmm. But I think it would have been Dominique Wilkins.
Okay.
You see how I dunk, man. Like, I dunk mad hard all the time. So it's like, after school, I go home and, we have the NBA TV. And they would be playing all the dunk contests, or like there was this one TV show, Best Day in Sports Show, and they had the top 100 dunks. And, like one player who was on that shit a lot.
Dominique.
Logan, they was talking about him, like Sean Kemp, and like I would watch, I watched them shits so many times, and like I'm a guy, I learned off of watching it visually. So like I would see them niggas, do those dunks on TV, and then like I had this neighbor, he had one of them super lower. Yeah. So like, after I got on one height, raised to the next, after one height to the next. So by the time I was 10, 11 years old, I was already dunking on like 9 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Special.
But I didn't know it was that crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You was just having fun.
Yeah.
As you should though.
So it's like, I remember I was in 6th grade, 6th or 7th grade. My friend Marcus Middleton, his mom was my travel coach, and his dad was the assistant. I just remember after his game, his dad said, "Yo, Joe, jump this high off the ground." I was like, "For real?" I was like, "I ain't know that." Just playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think Dominique would be. Actually, I wouldn't say Dominique. Because I'm short, bro. I seen Spud Webb. I was like,
okay,
yo,
that's it.
Spud Webb, right? So like the first dunk contest I seen was the 2006 dunk contest.
Nate Robinson
and Andre going back.
Shout out to the girls, man. They both special.
So when I filmed that Dunk King TV show, I met Nate Robinson, bro.
Word?
I met Nate. So like me in the back, bro. This was behind the scenes shit, bro.
What did he say to you?
Bro, I didn't. Niggas was just talking mad shit and stuff like that. So this nigga wearing skinny jeans and pants and shit. He got a ball. I just remember seeing the nigga throw a lob to himself. And nigga, you can't move with no fucking skinny jeans. That's all
you really can't.
You feel what I'm saying?
You really can't.
And listen, he was out the league at this time, bro. And the nigga went and got that shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga's ultra. Bro, this shit was crazy, but he was talking mad shit, bro. Some niggas, he was pissing off. I thought he was cool, dude. He was cool, dude.
Fact. So what would be your favorite dunk? That's my last question.
My favorite dunk it would be between my 360, I call it, it's like 360 windmill.
I seen that.
Or I don't think I've ever made this in front of you. It's my 360 scoop.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, I like those. Those are like one of my go-to dunks. I wouldn't say the 360 scoop is a go-to, but that 360 windmill / pump thing, that's my go-to. But what's another one? Another favorite dunk. I got this one in the reverse. Okay. Reverse windmill. But with the pandemic happened, man, that's what I can't wait. You remember, what was it, a couple weeks ago, you came into the gym, practicing all those dunks? Yeah. Yo, that was the first dunk session I had.
In a while.
Yeah, since, the pandemic actually happened, bro. Because when I first started going to the gym, y'all niggas first started hooping together, I was dealing with a heart issue and stuff like that, from some complications I had with pandemic and shit like that, not being able to work out. So I was getting ready for my freaking Harlem Globetrotter track and shit like that. So I thought I was washed up. Didn't think I could still play basketball.
Seen us and was
okay. But when I played with y'all, I don't think y'all understand how much confidence y'all gave me to continue wanting to play basketball. So I be telling my girlfriend I gotta play with these niggas. These niggas help get me right. So go play with them anytime you can, because I really thought I was washed up and couldn't play ball anymore.
Bro, he got game. He being humble, yo. He being real humble. But he got game. But bro, I appreciate you for coming up here. You know what I'm saying? Coming up here on CMRRA.
Hey, thanks for getting me right, man. Yo, come to the Dorchester Y, freaking. I'll be there either 9:30, 10 o'clock. We get in there, man. We just having a good time for the love of the game. Just come have a good time. I'll throw down some dunks. It's gonna feel good too.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. So thank you for coming, man. That's it, man. We out, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe, and we out. Peace.
You know phone to me. Bring your own squad +3. You don't like to get told what to do, but you like it when I put you on a leash. On fours for me, on the floor for me. Practice scratching walls, parkour for me. Every night I hit it right. I'ma bring you on tour with me. Says it all. Despite the things you said to me, who is this that's got you all gassed up? Changing your opinion on me. I was only gone for the last few months, but you don't have
showmanship of a guy who's been in 10 to 11 dunk contests like some of these guys have. And how many dunk contests have you been in, like in this magnitude?
Oh, this is like my second.
There it is. Next year, different guy. He's gonna walk out here with a whole different swagger when he comes out here next year. So good job, good job, bro.
Joseph, what does it mean for you to be here tonight?
Yo, it means everything, you know. Honestly, growing up, I didn't even think I'd be able to make it here with all the circumstances I went through as a child, but this is everything to me right now.
All right.
So thank you guys.
They must be proud, but right now it's time to take a look and face the judges. We're gonna start with Shaq.
I hope next year when you do walk out, your knees ain't rubbing like Kenny's knees. But I applaud your effort and your courage for being here. I'm gonna give you a 93. If you'd had more flair, you would have got more points. I'm gonna give you a 93.
93. Nate.
Way better than the first dunk. Came out with confidence, you got straight to it, got it business casual. I like it, 94, bro.
Boom back. TOC.
Coming off the earlier performance, you know, this is a big improvement, so I give him 89.
Okay, that puts your average score at 92. That puts you in fourth right now. We'll see if that holds up.
Who is this that's got you all gassed up? Changing your opinion on me. I was only gone for the last few